Alright, so I was going to make this a long video, but I honestly don't really care anymore. I don't want to put that much effort into this video. I'll just go over a little bit of a summary about why I'm pretty much dropping Wuthering Waves. It doesn't interest me anymore. The game itself, it's just getting boring all around. And so I have to showcase what I've done because I know people just say, you know, you have a skill issue, you're bad at the game. There's only one good boss fight, in my opinion. It's Tempest Memphis Hologram 6, which I've completed. And I've done pretty much every hologram boss fight to the max level. I've also, I can only get 28 out of 30 here, but it's because this game requires you to build certain characters, and the blanket resistance buffs and resistances on enemies, it just gets, you know, I just didn't want to try. I'll just say that, like, I've beaten all the hologram boss fights, which are hard enough. I can play the game. I know how to do it. I mean, I'm being accused of skill issue. Some other commenter saying, you know, you have skill issue or whatever. But I just don't want to do it. I just don't find it fun. I don't have certain characters like Jin Shi. I don't have Jian. You know, I'll be honest. I didn't want to farm Echo. I think Echo farming is just boring. You know, my Camellia stats are not even that great. 68 out of 242. You know, I have her free-to-play weapon. So I can't do this boss because these spawn. I can't use Camellia here because these have Havoc resistance. They'll just take way too long. And like, my Camellia doesn't hit that hard anyway because I just don't want to farm perfect echoes for her. And yeah, so these guys spawn in one at a time. I know if this was Genshin, people would be like, yeah, this sucks, but they do it in Wuthering Waves. There's still a timer. It's not hard to dodge. I've completed this. Like, I did this 3 stars. I did this 12 stars. Like, it's not that difficult, guys. The combat is not that challenging. It's not that interesting. The rest of the game is just boring. And the community is just abysmal. It's probably one of the worst gacha communities I've ever had to deal with. Actually, worst gaming community I've ever had to deal with. Especially making videos and stuff and, like, doing the whole Discord thing. And, like, there's this one commenter, Quarley, they keep posting on my videos, and I literally see them around, like, YouTube, and they're always out there, like, writing essays and stuff about Wuthering Waves. And yeah, it just gets really cringe. I don't want to deal with the Wuthering Waves community anymore. And the game itself is just boring. And yeah, basically I'm moving on. I'm really hyped for Ananta. That looks fun. I just want to play games for fun. This game is becoming like combat elitist, and the combat, in my opinion, is just not really that good. It's not interesting. People are complaining about, like, they're being really elitist in a pay-to-win game where you can buy power, which I think is absolutely fucking stupid. So, you know, anyways, so yeah, I'm just gonna say a bunch of antagonistic things to the Wuthering Waves community now. I think Verena looks like that fake Nahida. If you did the Sumeru quest, Isak, that kid, I'll post a picture there, comparison side by side. And also, I think the characters in Wuthering Waves, most of them are bland, boring. They're just uninspiring, weird. I don't know. They're bland characters. I don't really care for them. Most of them anyway. I think Chaska looks significantly better than most characters in Wuthering Waves, and that's Genshin's, like, most hated character design, but I think she still looks better. And also, the combat itself is not good enough to prop up how much of a boring game the rest of the game is. The rest of Wuthering Waves is. The storyline is just basic bland anime waifu bullshit, and yeah, it's just it just sucks, man. So I'm done with this game. I'm looking forward to Ananta. I'm gonna play games for fun. I don't want to deal with. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I am uni level 80, so I played this game for quite a long time. I did as much as I wanted to. I didn't farm good enough echoes, so that's probably why I can't clear the content here. And yeah, so there's pretty much nothing else for me to say in this game, but that's about it. And I don't want to make this video too long. I also wanted to say that the Wuthering Waves community, once they've gotten off the constant hatred for Genshin Impact, these people are just completely fanatical that they will eat themselves alive. And yeah, they are, I mean, it's already starting to happen. And you can look at this clip right here.
You can, it's just slower. What do you mean? You're like, you physically, like the game doesn't let you like use an intro skill? Is that what you're saying I'm trying to claim? Like the second you put on Emerald of Genesis, like your intro skill gets fucking locked? Is your Sanhua S6? No, it literally doesn't work then. That's just all you need to do, ladies and gentlemen. Take the idiots, take them out of your chat, and you're good.
Basically, Saint Tontas is just going off on people. He's becoming like super elitist. But this is what these people want to do, and they're gonna eat each other alive. There's already been like foxhole drama and stuff within. It's like you can't. They just want to be toxic, and that's what these kids want to do, right? That's also another thing. That's like they're just cringe, man. I don't want to deal with these people, especially in the community. But the game is also boring. Like it's not just about the community; it's the game itself. It's fucking boring, and the combat is not good enough, in my opinion. People are saying it's deep combat. It's not. It's not. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink had better combat, and you know, I don't care actually. Like the rest of the game is so boring and bland that I don't even want to deal with it anymore. In conclusion, Wuthering Waves is the destination, not the journey. Everything feels like you're rushing to accomplish a goal and get things done. The feeling along the way to the destination is devoid of wonder or excitement. It's all a dry wait until the game decides that it's time to play the big bombastic sequence that didn't earn its payoff. And the payoff is mostly the same. The rover is the center of the universe, and everyone around the rover is designed to automatically fall in love with it. They all want your dick. But not really, because most people picked female rover. So you wind up watching lesbian flirting scenes, which is fine if you're into that stuff, but it's just another waifu harem storyline in the guise of some fake post-apocalyptic world which totally falls flat and fails to deliver on that theme time and time again. Wuthering Waves is an extremely mediocre video game, propped up by the fanbase being at war with another gacha game called Genshin Impact, which never advertised itself as being some hardcore combat game that these disgruntled ex-players demanded it to be. So this quote-unquote war is based on a false premise that content creators drummed up within the gacha community in order to carve out a space for themselves, earn loyal viewers, and play on their emotions to get them to click the subscribe button. But that fact doesn't matter to them, because that's what they wanted. And I'm sure that sometime in the distant future, when the Wuthering Waves community has gotten rid of the quote-unquote Genshin crutch, where they aren't all touching each other's dicks and jerking each other off on how much they hate Genshin Impact, they'll eventually eat each other alive. Because most of them are jaded kids who think hating on shit is cool and somehow makes their opinion more valid. The game is not as good as these people say it is. It doesn't deserve the awards that it's gotten. It doesn't deserve the praise about its middling combat system that presents nothing groundbreaking, and it gets stale really fast. But if there's one thing it does deserve, it's the cult-like community that has taken shelter under Kuro Games to protect them from the evil game that is Genshin Impact and the evil company that is Hoyoverse. And I'm predicting these fanatics will eventually implode on themselves one of these days. So fuck Wuthering Waves, fuck the player base that surrounds this game, and I'm honestly at the point of sunk cost right now. Since 2.0 is literally around the corner, I was going to stay to check out the new update, but I'm tired. I don't give a fuck about Rinsidia or whatever the fuck its name is, and I just want the Wuthering Waves shills to be done with my channel and go the fuck away. There are better, more interesting and fun looking games on the horizon, like Ananta. And if Ananta turns out to live up to expectations and be as good as it's looking, then I know Wuthering Waves players will not have the balls to go after that game. They're going to continually be at war with Genshin Impact, Gacha gaming subreddits, and everyone who doesn't praise their game as being some flawless masterpiece. But the only thing that Wuthering Waves is a master at is being a masterpiece of mediocrity. And shit, it's also a masterpiece of shit.